We're in the Centurion Lounge in Vegas and we are actually in the shower room. So there wasn't really a list, so that's pretty awesome. And this one looks a lot better than the one in San Francisco. So pretty much everything else you would expect here, but it looks a lot newer. So a lot more room, a lot nicer looking, a lot more modern. And yeah, let's get to it. So yeah, pretty much done here. Gonna head back out. And a few signs to be aware of. Again, 15 minutes. I think we're probably at about 5 minutes, maybe. Before going into the shower, I dropped off my stuff with Mandy, and we're in this pretty cool little corner where there's a lot of cool decorations by Amex as well as magazines. And here's a table which has been pretty much empty since we got here, with some lights and plugs. And we're over here in the little corner, and Mandy's already enjoying her food. So I have some fried chicken, some carrots, some zucchini, as well as some udon, which I think is a new item, and also a latte. Let's dive in. So this is the food we just ate, and yeah, it's not too bad, but I've had better at different Centurion lounges. So for example, the chicken was pretty soggy, it wasn't as deep fried as it could have been, and the other food was fine. The udon was kind of strange. This is the bar and there is a huge lineup for it. Let's get in the line. Okay, the line's taking a bit longer than expected, so we're gonna come back afterwards. So this is kind of interesting because this is the children's room, but I've never actually seen anyone in here. The most I've seen people use this for is mostly for phone calls, and that's about it. So this is the shower room back here, and again, it's free to do the shower as long as you can come into the lounge. Just put your name down on the list. So this is the front desk, and there's actually two of them. There's this fancy looking one, as well as the one where the people actually are. And there's a lot of different seating options. The most comfortable ones are the black divider ones you see on the right, or the nooks. And then on the left is the kitchen area, so we passed by there already. And my recommendation would be to find a seat and just enjoy yourself. This Centurion Lounge is pretty big relative to the other ones I've been to, so it's probably about twice the size as SFO, and about 2 or 3 times the size of the one in New York. And here's Mandy. We're gonna head over to the Priority Pass Lounge just to see how it compares, but again, if you have a Platinum card or higher, then you can go to this lounge for free, bring up to 2 guests, and all the food and all the drinks are free. And again, you can access this lounge when you arrive as well as when you depart. So let's say you're flying in from a different city to Vegas and you kind of maybe want to grab a few drinks before heading to the strip, then this would be a pretty good way to do it.
Hi friends, get back in the bag.
You're a Nintendo licensed friend?
Get back in the bag, guys. I'm gonna have to make knockoff versions of you. Tell them I said that.
So this lounge is a bit more cozy than the Amex one, but again, it's free of Priority Pass, and depending on which version you have, you can bring in either unlimited guests, or 2 guests, or 1 guest. So not too bad at all. A bit smaller, but pretty good view of the runway. On this side, there's some more seating, and this overlooks the elevator. Wow. So by the front desk, we have a bunch of snacks. So a lot of different options depending on what you're looking for. A lot of different popcorns. Wow, there's 4 different variations. This is the bar, and again, there's a lot of different options depending on what you're looking for. This is the rest of the lounge, so pretty straightforward, relatively small, but pretty good view of the runway. This is the other side, and there's some more snacks, some fruit, as well as coffee and tea. So long story short, we got to Vegas using JetSmarter, the private jet company, and there weren't any spots originally on the way back, so we booked Southwest flights, and we just checked and spots opened up, so we just booked those, and we're gonna head over there right now, and then cancel our Southwest flights after.